The airport with this guy. Anyways, our charity this year was the Cancer Months Children's Hospital. They raised over 20 grand. And I thought it would be fitting at the time to get Linda Combs up here to talk a little bit about it and maybe to present the check from Mott's. Linda? They've done a lot of work. They've done this for 10 years, so let's give her a big hand again.
Thank you. I'd like to thank Buren for inviting me, and those of you that know me know that I do like to talk, but that's only after a few drinks. I haven't had any, so I'm a little nervous. We have been having this event since 1993, and we have first of all, I guess I should introduce myself. I am a member here at Van Buren 3996. I've been a member for over almost 30 years. And we've been having these fundraisers. It started in 1993 when a young man from Belleville High School who was dating my daughter got leukemia. And he couldn't come home from the hospital because they couldn't afford a washing machine to sanitize his clothes. And I said, you know what, I belong to this club, it's called the Eagle, so we can do that. And we did. We raised the money, the young man came home. He lived for almost a year and unfortunately lost his battle. And his mother carried his cap and gown down commencement aisle a week after he passed away. That was the spark plug. This is a big group, it's a lot of work. I'm like the steering wheel. You need me, but without everybody else, I'm totally useless. And I couldn't do it without all of these people here. And there's a lot of them that do the work. We have some members that have passed away that have worked very hard on this fundraiser that have also added the spark and inspiration to our group. First of all, one is Debbie Gagnew's husband, Ross. He had handwriting that was like a computer. It was so perfect, and he would make out all of our auction cards, and everything was just awesome. A couple weeks before he had passed away, he said, Linda, bring me into the hospital. I will do it. And he was working on things for our fundraiser just a couple days before he passed away. Another one was Richard Farkas. At his deathbed, he made us promise not to stop fighting. And we haven't stopped fighting, although it is hard. It's hard to do the work. It's hard to do it year after year. But when you hear a list of names, of which, like was read tonight, probably almost half of those were affected with cancer in one way or another. And it's for people like that that we do these events each year. We had another young girl, a couple of our members, their niece, Alex Graham, she also passed away with bone cancer. Some of you might have seen her commercial. It still airs today, although she passed away several years ago. She had the Make-A-Wish wish that she sits in the commercial with all the little bald head kids on stools and said, please, if you just see someone with cancer, the bald hair, just smile. That's all they want, is just to feel normal. That was her Make-A-Wish wish. We certainly miss her. We also have a little boy here that is a grandson of a couple people that worked really hard on this event, Drew Valinsky. He was 4 years old, diagnosed with leukemia. He was treated at Mott's Children's Hospital, and I'm very proud to say that at the age of 12, he's a very healthy, robust little 12-year-old. He plays on the Michigan Nationals here in Belleville, and he autographed a ball this year that raised over $1,000 at our fundraiser. And the same gentleman that purchased that ball purchased a Barry Sanders helmet that my son-in-law donated for over $1,200. These events have been very touching. We have had little kids donate their rock collections. We have people, we have members that have crocheted blankets every year for the last 20 years to auction off. My own son, when he was little, he saw me sad because I didn't get a hockey puck autograph from the Red Wings, which always used to draw pretty good money. So as a little boy, he didn't know any better. He ran in his bedroom, grabbed a hockey puck, signed it with a crayon, and thought, I'll make Mom happy. And actually, I think the puck raised more than most of the pucks that the Red Wings donated, things to a couple good friends of mine that like to donate to this organization. One of the very touching moments we had at our event. And we have these events, we've had them for bone marrow transplant for a member, we've had them to provide free bone marrow testing at our blood drives. We've had it for prostate, breast, lung, pediatric, leukemia, you name it, we've had it. We feel that if they found a little bit to cure something, it would help. It doesn't matter what we have it for, it will help. When we first started this, the leukemia rate with children was very poor. It was about 35%. I'm happy to report now it's about 96%. It's a very, very treatable disease now, and it's thanks to people like you. I don't have to tell you how great an organization the Eagles is. I know that especially all the people here tonight know. We're a group helping people. But one of the very touching moments we had was at one of our events. We had a Mickey Redmond jersey. For some of you might not know who Mickey Redmond is because it's been a while. He autographed a jersey, and one of the bartenders here wanted the jersey. She knew she didn't have much money, and so she had asked me if she could borrow the money and pay me back, of which I told her yeah. And the bid kept going up and up and up. Several people were bidding on it. It got up into the hundreds of dollars. She kept looking at me, and I shrugged my shoulders because I knew that she didn't have that money to spend. And with tears in her eyes, she finally said, I pass. And the other woman won the bid on the jersey, and she stood up and walked over and gave it to my friend. We have people like that here in this club, as I'm sure all of you do at your club. That's what the Eagles are about. And it's at this time that I would like to say that with the help of all of our community, the members, we've had the Grand and the state add grants to our events. We've had the Herrick Foundation a couple of years double our donation. I know that one year we made $17,000, they made it $34,000, and one year we made $25,000, they made it $50,000. This Van Buren Eagles Amore fundraisers have raised almost $250,000, and I'm very, very proud. At this time, I'd like to ask Debbie and Janice and Barb and Lisa. There are a few of the people that work on this event every year to bring the check up, and I'd like to introduce you to Katie. This is the hardest thing I've had to do is pronounce her last name, Kalashevsky. She's from Mott's Children's Hospital. And with the help of a grant that we received, we raised over $16,000. They added a grant, and we're happy to